Watching my teammates outside of the gym helps me see how possible it is to have a life and like have an identity outside of who you are in here. And that's something that Matt stressed with me from the very beginning, moving down here. And like I think that when Matt tells me something like that, I go through stages. I go through the like that's stupid stage. Like there's no way that could be right. Who needs balance? All I want to think about is CrossFit 100% of the time. That's not going to win. And then I go through the stage of like, well, that's going to work for some people. Like some people need balance, but not me because I want to win. And then I go through the stage of like, wow, like this could be really exhausting if I didn't have balance. And I do need balance, but I do understand now how important it is for this not to be my everything. And like the injury last year, like missing a season really showed me like I didn't have much to fall back on when this was taken away. I actually had to be somebody else. Like I couldn't just be athlete Emma who gives effort and is good at CrossFit and like that's all I define myself by. And like it was a struggle to find out who I really was because like this just had taken so much of my time since I was 10. Like I don't have that many memories from before like I just became obsessed and like poured every single thing, pretty much every thought, like every waking moment I just spent thinking about CrossFit. And like that was just the kind of person I am. And like that made me happy. But now like as I've been doing it for longer and longer and like as the pressure just gets higher, I see how unsustainable that would be and how like being able to disconnect from the gym will actually make me a better athlete. Like as weird as that still sounds to me, I used to ask myself like before every choice I made, like, will this help me win the CrossFit Games? And like I might want to watch a TV show and I'd be like, wow, will this help me win the CrossFit Games? Like, no, I'm going to read a mindset book. And like that was just how I lived my life. Not sustainable at all. But I didn't know where to start in like just discovering who I was. But I can look at like Dallin, Danielle, James, Fee, and like if I were to describe these people to you, I'm not going to tell you that like Dallin's a really good athlete. Like I would tell you that he's, first off, an amazing person. When I was going to move to Naples, I had nowhere to go, and he let me stay with him and Corinne for 5 weeks. I would tell you that James always makes me laugh, even when I'm having like really hard days. I'd tell you that like Fee just has the best words of encouragement, gives the greatest hugs, super fun to be around. I would say that like Danielle has just really good energy. Like it's inspiring to me that she is just like unapologetic and bold. I wouldn't describe any of these people to you as athletes, and yet I really struggled to describe myself as anything besides that. I was effort and tenacity and wanting to win, and like that was it though. Like, I would be kind to people, but I didn't feel like I was really like the person I wanted to be outside of the gym. We're people. Like we're not just athletes. Like it's cool that we get to do this for a living. But I mean, Matt would just explain this to me as like, this is your job. Like imagine if like a banker just sat around every waking moment and was like, wow, I can't wait to go sit behind a desk tomorrow. I mean, and like that's what I would do between sessions. After each session, it's just like sit around and wait to train again. But like to see that there's a lot more to life than that. I've become a much more mature athlete and just intelligent in like my body's cues, not just like hoping for the best, hoping that I can want it enough to just defy what's physically possible. It's just become like, it's that balance of like, what can my body give? Because my mind wants to give everything all of the time, but my body only has so much to give.